Hey everyone, appreciate you tuning in. This video is for Lost Wolf. He made a good suggestion, and I just wanted to follow up. He said that give a little bit of explanation about who I am and how I got involved with the Crypto U. Share a little bit about my plans and for the future of the game, and what kind of profits I expect. For the people that don't know, I'm pretty heavily involved in the Crypto U and Baby Swap. I'm active on Discord a lot. I follow Twitter a lot. So my goal is to try to help some people understand the game, try to clear up FUD that's going around, tell little people a little bit about my experience. Um, so I was originally invested in a project called Baby Shark, and it was a project that they were used. They had a farm on Baby Swap, and I like the idea of a farm. I like the idea of earning money that way. And at the time, Pancake Swap was a really large DeFi and DeFi exchange, but they suffered from impermanent loss, and I wanted to be more risk adverse. I didn't want to take that much risk with my money. So when I went back and I looked at how Pancake had based everything off BNB and how risky that is, uh, I noticed that on BabySwap they had put all their stuff basically against US dollar tether, and I felt like that was a less risky way to invest my money in a safer way. So every day I would take my profits and I'd split it back up, reinvest it back in, and half of my money was always tied in a U.S. dollar tether, so I felt like that was a pretty safe way to do it. As far as different social signals and things that I've seen that I liked, um, Pancake Swap had an infinite supply, and I didn't like that because I felt like that was more of a fiat type thing. If you can just keep making it, it really brings down the value of what is currently circulating. So, I wasn't a big fan of that. Um, we talked about permanent loss, infinite supply. I was like, well, these are things that as an investor, I'm not really interested in. I don't want to be more risky with my money. I don't want to invest in a lot of things that have an infinite um, an infinite amount of tokens. So uh, I see Lost Wolf. I see I'm recording now. I didn't like that. So when I looked at Baby Swap, they had Baby Shark on there, and Baby Shark went belly up. Just a bad deal. It's another video, but the the idea behind Baby Swap was really good. I noticed that both of those projects started at 50 cent. Baby Swap and um, Pancake Swap both started at 50 cent. They both fell down to 10 cent. And I was heavily invested. Even at 10 cent, I felt like the possibility was there um, for long term gains. I invest my money in long term things. So I don't want to be involved with things like people that are short term, trying to hurry up and flip some money. If you want to be, in my opinion, if you want to be really wealthy, you got to invest for a long term, something that's going to be around for a long time. So, I paid attention to Baby Swap. I watched their Twitter a lot. They continually updated their farms. Uh, these things is what mattered to me as an early investor in the project. So, the more I watched it, the more I liked it. I also noticed that they kept their returns up higher than what Pancake did. Their main farm was Cake and B&B, and they had Baby versus U.S. dollar tether, and that Baby versus U.S. dollar tether was always a higher return, and it didn't have to be a whole lot higher, but it was something that I noticed. The As it stayed around 10 cent a while, I noticed that Pancake had done the same thing. Um, so I felt like at this point in time, I seen that Pancake had formed a pattern where it had got up to $1, and then a month later, it had went to $16. And of course, that's no guarantee for Baby to do that, but at least it opened my mind and to the perspective that it is possible that it could do that. So, with all these things, everything just kind of lined up. When I realized that this was an investment for me, I was like, well, these things are constantly being updated. Twitter's constantly making progress. The followers steadily increasing. Good things are steadily happening. This is a team I want to be involved in. So, I watched it go up from 10 cent to $1. I was still holding at 30 cent. I was still holding at 4.50. So I watched it go up and go down. And I think it's important to say that a lot of people, every single time that it's went up and went down, a lot of people has been like, oh, it's not going back again. It's not going back again. I've seen the same thing happen with Bitcoin. I don't know how many times. I remember seeing Bitcoin when it was at $70, talking to people about the same thing. At that particular time, I wasn't quite as emotionally disciplined as I am now. And that's going to be the biggest difference, I believe, in someone that's going to make a lot of money and someone who isn't. You got to be able to hold. You got you got to be able to form some type of strategy and go with that strategy. Let's see, very informative. You're doing well. Just say you're a couple of videos in. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Um, so the crypto U. How did I get involved with it? So we know how I got involved with Baby Swap and the crypto U. What has made me invest so heavily in the crypto U is because most DeFi games start as a DeFi game, and a lot of them doesn't really take off. Whereas BabySwap started as a DeFi exchange, created a whole lot of other things. Bottle. Today they actually came out with vBABY. You can check out that video in my other content. They've came out with lots of pools. They came out and supported a lot of younger projects. One of the things that I liked about the Crypto U was early on when they originally minted those characters, a lot of people had glitches in their minting process. I was up late at night. They allowed everyone to mint. The second character I was able to get was a Bitcoin holder. It's very rare. It's 2.5% chance of getting that character. And you can only imagine the excitement that I had. But it turned out that it was a glitch. The blockchain actually showed the correct character, and a lot of other people had got the same thing, where they thought they had got a hacker, which is another rare character, or a Bitcoin holder, and it was a different character. And as you can imagine, everyone on Discord, everyone on Twitter was highly upset. Um, the thing that really got me so heavily invested in uh, after that was seeing how they handled that issue. They was right on top of it when they opened up the mint, and they was having issues. There was people admins posting, "Hey, look, we're taking care of stuff," and blah 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 blah. The main thing was that they were taking care of their business. That is issues arise. I operate a business outside of YouTube, so I deal with a lot of different problems in the heat and air conditioning company I have, and the main thing is not that you run into problems, is that you solve them. So and you solve them quickly and efficiently. When I seen that they done that with their characters, I was really highly impressed. At that point, I have purchased a lot of milk early on, so it wasn't the most wise decision. I should have probably waited. As we can tell now, hindsight's 2020. But my philosophy and my investment is really in the team. It's not in the game. So regardless of how the game is looking right now, a lot of people's upset because they released a player versus environment, and there was so many people that it literally crashed the game. The congestion was just terrible to say the least. And here we are once again, where the development team is trying to remedy the situation. Um, you know, and another thing that someone asked me about, and I'll try to keep this short. We're already at about 10 minutes. Um, People was asking about my investment strategy because I had so much invested in this. It's not whales that are selling. I'm not selling my milk. I'm upgrading my characters. As soon as Player versus Environment is released and I see things operating smooth, I'll be going to level 5 for sure, and potentially level 6 with my characters. It's just a matter of making sure that all of the things are ironed out. It's not a matter of it, I just want to make sure that the rewards are worth it. I care about my money just as much as you care about yours, and you know, I I'm investing my money. I'm not trying to gamble my money. The team seemed real solid, seem to be taking care of issues, and hopefully they'll get their congestion resolved pretty soon. The price of milk, it doesn't really affect me at this point. The fact that it's so cheap, if it keeps dropping, I'll eventually buy a bunch. So that way it's just really easy for me to upgrade my character when the player versus environment launches. Um, it'll just put me in a better position. I just have full confidence in the team because I've been in Baby Swap now for 6 months and I've seen a lot of things. And it just makes sense to me looking at it over the long term, watching it go from 10 cent to a dollar, 30 cent to 4.50, back to 90 cent. It, I invested for a long time. It's not a matter of me trying to hurry up and make a couple quick dollars. Um, as a person that's, I'm not trying to make a good living. I'm trying to make life changing money. And I'm sure everyone else out there watching this video is trying to do the same. Um, I try to look at things. Try to be patient, and I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name, but I appreciate it. You know what? I would suggest everyone do this too. Um, I got a folder, and all my characters are in it. So I keep. I actually kept a log of. Here, I'll show y'all. See if there's a calculator out, the Crypto U dot online that kind of goes over a lot of things about picking different characters and whatnot. I picked a lot of characters good for full-time and part-time jobs, but I also picked some that was very balanced. That way I can make a very solid team. I have a 409 hacker that's level 4. I have a 385 Bitcoin holder that's level 4. And they're all really balanced out stats. I have an altcoin collector that's like 338 with and that particular altcoin collector has a level 99 advantage stat. But what I did is I took all those stuff, I printed it out, and I kept a folder of it. You'll see if you go to the Discord, you'll find out that there's a lot of information that's very useful. And if you it just wasn't very organized. It was a lot of information that I found over a lot of time, a lot of stuff that I printed in off the wiki. Um, but I wanted to have it all in one place so I can kind of look at it myself. Um, and this is I just took screenshots and printed them off of the different stats and tried to balance out those stats for the player versus environment. I got pages printed out for uh, different advantage stats, how much they earn at different levels, so that way I could easily flip through and find out what I thought the best investment for each character was at the time, because the that calculator wasn't involved yet. If you go to the what is it, the cryptou.online, that calculator is very, very very helpful depending on what you're trying to do. Uh, I see people posting down there. That's cool. I appreciate the support, guys. I try to help out, try to clear out some of the FUD here. Um, but I would recommend doing this. It's I put it in real nice sleeves. You know, you can read the wiki. I know there's someone out there that's going to say, well, why don't you just read it and that'll be enough. Well, the reason I say to go ahead and print it out and put it in a folder is because by doing that, you will look at every single page and you'll kind of analyze all that information a little bit further. And I can assure you, even if you was to go on the wiki page right now and read it all, when you got done reading it, you wouldn't remember it all. So for me, putting it in this folder and looking over it several times gave me a better understanding of the PvE and how the battle system works and how the numbers plug into those formulas. If anyone is out there in the development team, could they please go update the wiki about the healing attribute? I was going to say in the altcoin. The altcoin collector is a healer, but it doesn't have an equation for healing. So I'm not sure if the altcoin collector can heal or if it's what that is about. But it would be really helpful when I'm trying to build a team if I knew that information. If there's any other information that y'all would like me to cover, just comment and comment down in the comments, and I'll try to address all those. I like to make the video content because I can give a lot of information a lot quicker. If there's anything that I can try to help explain, I'm glad to do so. See y'all in the next one.